The American desert appears lifeless, but that is only an illusion. Here, the smallest mistake can be the last. In this unforgiving world, there is no place for the slow. Only the most adapted will survive to see tomorrow. Welcome to the American desert. The American desert, nearly 1 million square miles of unforgiving land. The sun scorches the earth. Wind carves stone over ages, leaving lonely pillars like remnants of an ancient world. Here, only the strong survive. The greater Roadrunner, the iconic hunter of the North American desert. Bound to the ground, it can tear across the landscape at nearly 20 miles per hour. But in this scorched land, speed isn't enough. It must hunt fast before the heat devours the morning. A Gila monster emerges, too large, too dangerous. A centipede, not worth the brief chase. As the sun climbs, temperatures soar past 100 degrees Fahrenheit. By then, all small prey has vanished into shadow and crevice. Only when the summer's peak heat fades does opportunity return. Prey lingers longer, and the hunt truly begins. The Roadrunner is relentless. It has to be, when the prey before it could just as easily take it down. This is the western diamondback, one of the desert's most formidable rattlesnakes. Its venom is potent enough to fell a human, but it lacks one crucial advantage: legs. The Roadrunner does, and it knows exactly how to use them. The bird begins to circle its target, closing the distance. The snake instantly coils into a defensive stance. It's a showdown between speed and venom. Neither is willing to back down. With legs built for lightning-fast pivots, the Roadrunner can shift from evasion to offense in a heartbeat. Its curved beak isn't just for securing a meal. It's a weapon, used to wear down its opponent's resolve. But the decisive strike only comes when the moment is right. In the desert, this is more than just a hunt. It's a contest of speed, precision, and the will to survive. In the heart of the desert, the western diamondback rattlesnake is a supremely effective predator. It wields potent venom, sharp fangs, and heat-seeking senses to find its target in the darkness. Its forked tongue flickers through the air, closing in on a trail. From its ambush point, one swift strike is all it needs to overcome its prey. Then the serpent consumes its meal whole, and a single hunt can sustain it for many days. Galapagos, where life begins with a frantic escape. The Galapagos racer is the island's endemic predator, thriving on the hot, dry, and sharp-rocked coasts. Swift, relentless, and incredibly opportunistic, they await the moment their prey reveals itself. Today's target is a young marine iguana. Barely out of the sand, it is already marked. The chase begins. The hatchling senses the danger from behind and instantly bolts. But the racers do not give up. They pour in, cornering their prey in a maze with no exit. Another hatchling witnesses it all, but it cannot save its own kind. Because behind it, other hunters are closing in. One is caught, ensnared in a knot of coiling bodies. The other is also overtaken. It seems as if all is lost. But then, in a desperate surge, it breaks free from the grip, scrambling over the rocks and vanishing. This time it was the lucky one. A female horned lizard stands guard over her clutch, buried in the sand, and a threat quickly emerges. A western, patch-nosed snake draws near. This one is a specialist in hunting eggs. But the mother lunges to intercept, forcing the predator to recoil. Then, another danger arrives, a coachwhip snake. Unlike the last intruder, its prize is the mother herself. Unable to flee, the lizard inflates her body, appearing larger and more formidable. Rows of sharp spines make her a difficult meal. The snake freezes. It is enough. The mother has bought more time for her clutch. Months later, her persistence is finally rewarded. Beneath the sand, the first hatchling begins to emerge. A shrew confronts a scorpion, one of the most formidable predators on the parched earth. Its armored body, agile, and its venomous stinger can decide the battle in an instant. The shrew has poor eyesight, but it compensates with lightning-fast reflexes and pinpoint accuracy. The scorpion circles relentlessly, poised to strike, but the shrew gives it no opening. The scorpion's defense rapidly weakens, and with its opponent overwhelmed, the hunt comes to an end. In this showdown, speed and reflexes have prevailed against venom. The Sonoran Desert, a grasshopper mouse mother tending to her young, small yet a formidable predator. Its diet goes beyond seeds to insects, lizards, scorpions, even other rodents. Unlike most of its kind, the grasshopper mouse targets prey nearly its own size. It can even withstand a scorpion's venom. But this time, the opponent is a giant, venomous centipede. Another has faced this challenger and fallen. Still, the grasshopper mouse moves in. It doesn't win with power, but with speed, reflexes, and lightning-fast moves to evade the venomous fangs. And when the hunt is over, it tilts its head back and howls into the night. An eerie sound, earning this tiny creature its title. The wolf mouse of the desert. The Gila monster hunts with a razor-sharp sense of smell, able to detect eggs buried deep beneath the sand. When it closes in on its target, powerful jaws crush the meal, or devour it whole if small enough. But its hunt is not confined to the ground. It will scale low trees and even cacti to find nests of eggs. Unlike venomous snakes, it has no fangs to inject its venom. It must bite and chew, allowing toxins to seep into its adversary through grooves in its teeth. Despite this potent weapon, the creature primarily targets eggs and the young. Its venom, therefore, is likely a tool of last resort for defense. Big Bend, and in the darkness of this desert, a predator has just returned, the elf owl, the world's smallest owl, barely 5 inches tall, lighter than a tennis ball. Yet in the world of nocturnal hunting, size has never been what decides it. Breeding season has begun, and the responsibility resting on those tiny wings is heavier than ever. The female is incubating eggs in an old woodpecker hole. 3 chicks growing a little more each day. Every scrap of food brought back is the result of a hunting mission through the night. From dusk to dawn, without rest. The male tries to sneak a quick bite. The female is not impressed. In biology, food-sharing behavior between parent individuals is a decisive factor in the survival rate of the young. And this tiny father still has many long nights ahead. Beneath the silence of the desert, life never stands still. Every creature here has its own strategy for survival. Speed, venom, armor, or astonishing endurance. There is no room for error. No second chances when the sun is at its peak. In this unforgiving land, survival isn't for the strongest, but for the most adaptable. And tomorrow, when the heat returns, the ordeal begins anew. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our latest content.